Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a little bit of a different kind of video than I normally do because I normally make fashion game content, but I also love to draw in my spare time. I have finally finished my sketchbook and I wanted to show you some drawings today. I will quickly go over my materials before we get into the sketchbook itself. Starting off, this is the Canson 180 gram sketchbook. I think the size is A5. I have decorated it a little bit with stickers in the front and some on the back, and I used some acrylic markers on it as well. In this sketchbook, I mostly used colored pencils as well as these ECOLINE Brushpens. These are not that common from what I've seen online, but as you can see, I have a lot of colors. I love using these because they're so vibrant and have a watercolor effect. You will see in this sketch how I use that. And then basically for all my liner I use this Tombow brush pen, and I really swear by these. I really love this one. So these are my most used supplies. As you can see, it took me a little bit over 2 years to finish this. My plan was to do it within 10 months, but life happens, I guess. Also, disclaimer, the first few drawings are really bad because I used to draw on iPad a lot. I was too used to the stability, so the first pages are very rough. As you can see, I used the brush pens here as well, which I really like. This one I really do like because look how vibrant that red is. Like, it just comes out so nicely. And again, I use the fine liners here. A lot of things I like to draw is girls and animals, so you'll see that probably a lot. Oh, this one is rough. I do like this one. I like experimenting with doing outline but leaving the hair unlined to make it kind of like stand out. This one, we don't talk about it, but it's a diva. Then most of my inspiration I get from Pinterest, and I love using the pictures, even though lately it's been a little bit full of AI images, so kind of hard to find references sometimes. Here I drew some seals, some more girls. Here I have a sheet that I was doodling on. I think it was for this specific drawing of like Rosalina inspired that I really liked and put it in. I also really like mermaids, so I have drawn quite a few in here. This page I really like. I tried doing some hand practices, Baby Yoda, rats because I love rats, and some Pinterest girls. I really like drawing hair, so that's why I do a lot of portraits. This was a day in the park, so I drew the fountain and some people sitting there as well. Then here another version of doing a simple line art and then leaving the hair almost unlined. And I like doing the same for the eyes, so I just do a black outline and then use brush pens to make the pupils and not line them out. Here I have some animals. I love top here, so I really like how this one turned out. I drew some Spider-Man. This is the work of my boyfriend with a shout out to Bees Nuts. You get it? Then this is, I think, one of my favorite. I drew this, I think it was a reference was for a Barbie. I love drawing Barbies because they just look so nice. And these are some tulips. These are my favorite flower, and I love the way the brush pen makes it look so nice. Like, look how nice these blend in with each other. It has such like a natural look to it. Then this is also one of my favorites. Again, it's super simple because I just use the brush pens and like a little bit of shading into each other, but no crazy shading going on, but I feel like it still looks good. I really like how the face turned out on this one. Then this is really different, but someone asked me to draw a castle, so I took a reference from Pinterest. I think this is like some German castle. It took very long, but it looks okay, I guess. I think for this I used a micron to outline though. Then I drew some Korean cakes because I thought those were so cute, and then some more animals that look like they have seen some shit, like they have been through it. And I like doing sketches and then adding a little bit of color by adding like stars or flowers with the brush pens again. Then we have more rats because I love how liquid rats look, and of course some more mermaids. And I think besides these men, because I cannot draw men, I really like these two drawings. I love this bird. He's got so much expression to him, and again the brush pen just does so much with the line thickness. It just like, it's enough for me. Same as with this one. I really like the face and the pose on this one. I really wish I drew more cartoony like this, but for some reason it got really difficult after that. And again, I don't draw men, okay? We don't talk about men. Then another one of my favorite spreads. I just love drawing birds. I think that's one of my favorite because birds are so easy to draw. This bird is one of my friends and he sent me a picture, so I just drew it, and it was so easy because birds are just like two balls with a beak on it. Then I drew a cat meme of eating ice cream, and I drew a girl with a quote, "Everybody's changing and I don't feel the same." I think that's from a Kane song, but yeah, I really like that as well. This is when Switchboards got released, and I drew my character because she like cheered when you won the game, and this was the outfit she was wearing. A really rough looking cat. I cannot draw cats, and some more eyes practice. I really like adding highlight. It makes the eyes pop, and a fortune cookie quote I had. Then I got some tape, so I put that in. Again, the outline with the highlighter. I love the flowers in the hair here. They look very nice. Then some more sketches I did, but only using pencil and liner. These are some drawings people made for me for when I moved, and I just asked everyone to draw in here when I saw them to make sure everyone's little memory in here, which was really fun. Then some more girls and some more faces. You're gonna see some more animals later. Then I drew a witch girl, and this is Killjoy from Valorant. As she says, everyone makes fun of German efficiency, but this was drawn from my head, so I don't think she really looks like it, but she has a jacket like that. Some more girls. I like how this one looked out. It almost looked like I traced it, honestly. And then some more. I was kind of running out of inspiration here, and it took me a while to pick the sketchbook up again. Like, I didn't draw for a long time after this. Here's trying to do some more shading with color pencil instead. Same as with this one, trying to make the hair look interesting. But at this point, I kind of got tired of my own drawing because everything is the same. Like, they all have the same pose. Look, they all face the same way. Though I do really like, again, with the highlights. But yeah, I took a break from drawing pretty soon from this as well. Here's when I bought my gouache, Himi gouache set. So I had to try and experiment, but this is rough. Again, I had a hard time using these because I wasn't really used to layering and stuff, but I had to try it. So I also tried making some pom pom purin and my melody spreads. I think these turned out okay. It was just really frustrating to like clean the brush and mix the paint and put it in. Like, it was too much of a hassle for me. I don't really like it. I painted these oranges as well. This one is not that cute, but this spread is really nice, and this is more paintery style, so less blending than the other page, which I think I preferred. But honestly, I didn't use gouache much after that. So I did use it here on the hair as well, and I think it was a combination of my brush pens and the gouache. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of these. Same, I gave it another attempt here, trying to use purple as well for the shading. I really like adding faces. This is using markers, just basic ones, and I just wanted to doodle because I just love drawing things with faces on it. So I was just, anything I can think of, we'll put a face on it. Then we have some more sketches I didn't even bother coloring or outlining, but this is a little cat girl thing. This is my jelly cat plushie, and then another girl with bubblegum, and some cats that, again, I kept trying, but I should know. Then more girls. I really thought I drew more animals at this point, but I think that's coming later. Then here we have some more rats at least, and then a really chunky cat and another girl. Here I got acrylic markers for the first time. I got really cheap ones, and I don't really like them, I think. I don't know if it's the brand or if it's just I don't like the medium, but I use metallic ones for the hair here, and I do really like these and how it's like sparkles here, but I don't think it's my thing. I don't know. I want to make it work. I had a really hard time here. Again, I tried doing that outline thing that I like doing, but it's I don't know, it's not my thing, I think. So I just went back to sketching. Here we have another little birdie, and this was at the beginning of this year, so I finally started picking up drawing again. And this is also when I started drawing more animals because I've been going to the zoo a lot, but these are all from the internet mostly. So more birds, and then bird with the acrylic marker. Then this drawing also with the acrylic marker, but at this point it had dried out. Then a bow and girls and eyes, and I drew a parrot. This is also using the brush pens, and I just added some water as well to kind of make it like flow out before it dried, and I really like that. And then this ruined it kind of for me on the other side, but I made a snail and an otter, and then I tried doing a character in one color to see if I can make the contrast a little bit better. And then this one is also done with the paint marker. I like this one as well. And there is some swatches for some new pens and stuff I got, and using the colors on these items, and practicing monkeys because I was at the zoo trying to draw them and I could not. So I was like, okay, if I practice from an image, maybe it's easier, but I'm not a monkey fan, okay? I just don't like monkeys. Here are more eyes, more girls, and we have a duck and some fish. Fish are also really fun to draw. Then more fish, some girl bunny girl thing, and then a dragonfish that me and my boyfriend drew together. Then this one I really like. It looks very Pinteresty, like the aesthetic I'm going for. So I just drew like these chibi girl, bunny, cherry, food themed. And again, I just added a splash of color using only one color. I feel like that just brings the whole page together, even though like nothing really has anything in common. I also tried practicing facial expressions here. I was like, that went so well, let's do it again. So this time I used pink. So my favorite things like strawberry, candies, bears, girls, mermaids, you know, the usual. Then we did it with purple. I just keep using one color because else I just get like super overwhelmed with it, you know. Here we have some bear-shaped food. We have a monkey and some clothing I saw. I get a lot of inspiration from Pinterest clothing or like doll clothing because it's just so cute. This is also one of my favorites. I love this way it turned out. Again, the greens just blended so nice together. And I also drew some Pachimaris from the game Overwatch. I also really like how this turned out. It was a lot of fun to do because it's very low pressure, you know. Then I gave the paint markers another try. I'm pretty sure this looks the best so far. I also really like the way that the outline looks. I'm very the same on all of these drawings, but I really like them. I drew a duck bush because my boyfriend told me to, and then I wanted to use the same color for another spread, but it's kind of like magical girl vibes on that one. Then I did the same for a panda. I'm kind of like inspired by those Little Pet Shop. I think that's what this is from, and I was like, oh, let's make a girl version of that. Another girl, and of course a bird, which I think it tries to use the white marker here to make it like a little bit lighter. I don't really remember how I did that. Then more girls, but I tried to make it like super detailed, and I feel like I pull off most of the outfit, even though the face is like a little bit off here. And here we have another bird, and then a bird that says bird is the word, and a little maid because I wanted to practice a little checkered pattern, and some more color swatches here. I think this was a Barbie outfit. I got inspired by more birds, a little hamster, and then I got some new stickers, so I wanted to put them in here just because I could. Then here it was my attempt of drawing dinosaurs because I had never drawn them before because they're also animals, so I thought why not. I tried practicing giraffe again. I tried it at the zoo, but I couldn't really do it, so I was like, okay, let's do a little practice at home. Same as with a killer whale because we don't have those at the zoo. And here I got some new colors, so I wanted to make some stuff with them, sharks and girls, because those things work really well together. Then I did some hand practice because I can't really draw hands, and then the way I colored it, again, I used the brush pens, and then I immediately used water, and then I put some aside, put a wet brush in it, and then just like start splattering it all over, and that gave that really cool effect, so it made my sketches look a little bit more interesting. And I drew a pineapple. Then I was like, that was so great, let's do it again. So I drew like a super summery look. I tried to make it like super glowy, and I love the vibrance. And same as with the hands, look how cool and interesting it makes the page look. Like, I love that, even though it's like pretty simple. Then I gave another attempt of drawing man. Honestly, this one is not that bad. He just doesn't look attractive to me, so I was like, forget about man, live the duck life. I really like how this one turned out. Again, if you don't outline everything, some things just stand out better, so I tried to leave the beaks unlined so that it looks cute, right? Then again, I gave gouache another try. I hated this so much. The reference picture, god, it doesn't even do it justice, but it's like an underwater scene with fishies. I didn't even finish it. Same as with the grass here. Then I drew a really chubby ankylosaurus and some girls poses. Again, I really like the face on this one. I'm surprised I did that after such a long time. And then some more poses, and here I drew some more dinosaurs because I made my boyfriend draw with me, so we both drew dinosaurs and a fairy that didn't turn out the way I wanted. Then more girls. Damn, it's more than I was expecting, honestly. And the little raccoon. Then here I had some tags that I didn't know what to do with, so I just put them in, and I really like drawing flamingos, so I put them in here as well. I have a different sketchbook with more animals, so that's why you didn't maybe see that many in here, but again, a flamingo is a bird and I like drawing those. So same as here, this is at the zoo itself, so I used these as a reference, the same as with these two flamingos. He wasn't actually wearing a suit, same as was for the giraffe, but I did get inspired by them. Attempt for another monkey, which I gave up on, and then this is one of those mountain goats or whatever. This was at the park. I gave cats another try. I had like better reference photos on these, so they turned out better, I think, at least. And I also really like how this fish turned out, even though the coloring isn't the greatest. And then guess what, more birds. I drew all of these as a reference from the zoo, and these two were from a photo I saw on TikTok, but these are really fun to draw. If you don't know what to draw some birds, girl. Then here, another bird I saw on TikTok with a little hair clip in, some more fish, a girl with pink eye apparently because I used pencil to shade, but kind of looked out weird. I have a little cat boba with a cat that's kind of hungry for the boba. And our last page is just orcas and a girl with, again, only using like one or two colors on the whole spread. And I really like how these two turned out. I really want to do more animals in my next sketchbook. And then lastly, kind of, this is like my testing page. I always use the last page to test the color, so these have most of the swatches in there as well, just so I always know what they look like and if I had to revive a pen or something. And we have another thing that I glued in, and that would be it. Again, drawing isn't really my usual content, but I really wanted to post this because I am proud of some of these drawings that are in here. I kind of want to get more motivated for my next sketchbook to have more animals in it, because I really thought it was going to be 50-50, but there were a lot of like same angle girls, and we gotta change that. So let me know down below what you thought of today's video. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!